So the my first day at American Express was coding round. There were total three questions. You if you could write the code for that. I did prepare them beforehand. Next day were the interviews, and you should follow the concept of STAR. That I
So, hello everyone. Welcome to the new episode of Tech Insight. So, guys, in this entire podcast session, we are basically going to discuss about the interview experience at American Express. So, today we have Sayam with us on our show. Hi, Sayam. How are you?
Hi Gaurav. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me to your podcast. I'm very good. How about you?
I'm great. Bro, let's start with an introduction.
Yeah, sure. Hi everyone. I am Sayam and I'm currently working as an intern at American Express. I too have a full-time offer at American Express that I would be joining once my internship is complete and once I'll be graduating in this June. So after graduation, I'll be joining American Express as a full-time colleague. And today I'll be sharing my experience and my journey about how the recruitment process was at American Express, what all challenges I faced while I was in the process. So let's get started.
All right. तो ये आपकी ऑन कैंपस इंटर अपॉर्चुनिटी थी या ऑफ कैंपस अपॉर्चुनिटी थी?
ये मेरी ऑन कैंपस अपॉर्चुनिटी थी लाइक द कंपनी केम फॉर द गेट रोल दैट वाज ग्रेजुएट इंजीनियरिंग ट्रेनी रोल इट इज बेसिकली फॉर द फ्रेशर्स सो the job description was basically for the freshers and it pointed about the basic concepts like the role asked for the basic concepts of SQL, OOPS and all. So yeah, that was it.
ऑल राइट एंड इसमें कोई एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया भी था? कोई सीजी या
Yeah.
ब्रांच रिस्ट्रिक्शन?
Yeah, there was a CGPA cutoff of 7. So around 721 people were eligible, and for the branch, there was the mechanical and civil branch were excluded from the recruitment process, except that all branch were eligible for sitting in the recruitment process for the American Express.
All right. मतलब in total 721 students were have applied for this opportunity at this time.
Yeah, right.
And this opportunity was completely मतलब 6 month plus PPO, something like that opportunity.
Yeah, yeah, 6 months plus full time employment. Yeah, right.
All right, all right. So let's get start with the rounds. So what about the OA round?
Yeah. So total, there were three rounds. The first round included of the coding round. In the coding round, there were total three questions. It was like easy, medium, and hard questions. The easy question was of the string, that was of easy string reversal. The second question was majorly focused on the extraction of the substrings, that is AA, AB, and BB kind of substrings, excluding triple A and triple Bs. And the third question aimed at the maze, that was basically if you will start from the top left and you need to go to the bottom right and there were some parts. So basically, it focused on the dynamic programming concepts, some of the string manipulation concepts. So I would say if you had a good grasp of a DSA, you would be able to solve it. And there was also a time criteria, I would say, that I got to know. It was like if you would be able to solve these questions in 50 minutes to 1 hour, there are likely possibly high chances that you get into the interview round.
All right. मतलब it's your मतलब वैसे कितने टाइम का था ये?
It was of about 1 hour 30 minutes.
All right. And how much time you take to solve these questions?
I took around 45 minutes to 50 minutes as far as I can remember, because I had a good practice of DSA at that time, and and the company came around in mid of November. So till that I had given a lot of OS, so I knew what was the pattern of the company, and I also had a discussion अपने seniors के साथ. So they gave me a full insights about what could be asked, where you could focus more on the DSA before appearing to the OA. and yeah, that was pretty well, and it helped me a lot.
ऑलराइट। एंड देन उसके बाद सेकंड राउंड में फिर क्या हुआ था?
Yeah. So next there were two interview rounds. The first round था जिसमें हमें mostly problem solving approach पे focus किया था उन्होंने.
ओके।
So it was about 1 hour round. So they firstly started with the introduction. So I would say like if you are appearing for any interview, so keep your introduction already prepared, and it should be short, not very long, even if the interview is of 1 hour. So the secondly, we moved on to some basic OOPS concepts like the four pillars of OOPS. What is virtual function? How would you apply the virtual function in the abstraction class? And they even told you if you could write the code for that. So this was the basic of OOPS. Once the OOPS was finished, we moved on to the database concepts. In the database concept, they asked about simple queries. Then they made me write a query using joins. So you should have a good knowledge of joins because joins are very important. At that time, you could get stuck like like कौन सा join use करना है इस case में. So if you'll have a practice beforehand, it would help you a lot. And in the third, they moved on to the operating system concepts. The how, like, what is deadlock, what are the deadlock avoidance concepts. And in the last, I was just asked a very easy question of the linked list. That was of the finding of a loop in a linked list and also the middle of the linked list. So these were this was the flow of the interview. And I would say, like, if you'll practice the questions of DSA daily, you will have a good grasp on these questions and you would be easily able to crack the interview. Now, let's move on to the second round. The second round was most.
जस्ट अ सेकेंड। मतलब जो आपने अभी ये इंटरव्यू का फर्स्ट राउंड था एंड वैसे सेकंड राउंड आपने बताया। पहला कोडिंग था एंड देन ये इंटरव्यू वाला था। सो इसके अंदर आपसे जैसे ऊप्स, डीबीएमएस और डीएसए, मतलब इसके अलावा कोई रिज्यूमे के एज सच प्रोजेक्ट वाली भी कोई चीज़ इसमें नहीं पूछी थी?
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Like in the like after my introduction, they asked about. I already had an internship done at DRDO, so they asked about like what I had developed in the DRDO and which all tech stacks there were. The which all tech stack I did use in that project. So I told about I used this LLMs and all. So they moved into the neural networks. So I would say if you don't know something that is out of scope and you have not listed in your resume, you could say it like I have had a good grasp on this concept and I was exploring this, but I don't have that much domain or vast area in that field. So it could help you to avoid those questions in the interviews and would lessen the negative impact in that case. So yeah, I that was a question asked about my resume, and yeah, that was all from my resume. So and
Yes.
one more tip I would give, like only jot down those points in the resume that you are really sure of, because listing down a vast variety of tech stack in your resume and you don't knowing everything in detail would land you into a trouble. So that was what I'll say.
Exactly. If you are mentioning wrong things in your resume just to make a good impression in the eyes of the interviewer, that's completely wrong. उनको बहुत easily वो क्रैक कर लेंगे कि भाई आपने ये सारी चीज़ें फेक लिखी हुई है, एंड देन उसके बाद बहुत बैड इंप्रेशन भी जाएगा, रिजेक्शन भी फेस हो जाएंगे। सो मेरे साइड से भी रिकमेंडेशन यही रहेगा कि आपको जितनी चीज़ें पता है आप उनको ही मेंशन करें, उसके अलावा चीज़ों को मेंशन करने की ऐसा कोई नीड नहीं है। सो ऑल राइट,
Right.
लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द लास्ट राउंड, जो आपका लास्ट इंटरव्यू राउंड था,
या
उसमें क्या होता?
जो लास्ट राउंड था वो कल्चरल फिट एंड बिहेवियर राउंड था. सो इट वाज बेसिकली टेकन फॉर अ नॉर्मल इंटरेक्शन लाइक हाउ फिट आई एम फॉर द कंपनी. So it started with like I asked the question. Like in the starting, we had an introduction, and since I was aware of what American Express is and what are their products, so I generally put up like I was always fascinated about the American Express black and gray cards. So we had a long discussion about what the black and gray card, and even the interview showed me his gray card. So it was a very very interactive kind of discussion. And after that, it was more of a team specific question, like uh, what is the difference between a problem, and how would you deal with the problem, and like if you have worked in a team, so like what are the qualities that are needed to work in a team. So these were some of the questions that were asked in my behavior and fit round. And it was a good kind of communication. I didn't feel like I'm giving an interview. It was more of a discussion based concept. And in the last interview, it was kind of happy with me.
ऑलराइट, मतलब ये लास्ट राउंड का मतलब इतना ज़्यादा कोई मेन रोल नहीं था कि पहले से कुछ सीखना है, बस थोड़ा-सा अमेरिकन एक्सप्रेस के बारे में पता होना चाहिए था। अगर हम मेन-मेन
Yeah, right.
बाकी कोई
Right.
डीएसए, थ्योरी या प्रोजेक्ट से रिलेटेड कुछ नहीं था इसमें। इसमें जस्ट नॉर्मल
Mm.
कन्वर्सेशन थी कि आप वैसे कल्चर फिट है कि नहीं है एंड बिहेवियरल क्वेश्चंस इंक्लूडेड थे। इज़ दैट राइट?
Yeah, right. Right.
ऑलराइट, ओके। सो जब जैसे आपको पता लगा कि आपका ओए में आप सिलेक्ट हो चुके हैं, तो उसके बाद आपने क्या स्ट्रैटेजी मतलब यूज़ करी? कैसे आपने पढ़ा? क्या सोचा माइंड में? कैसा माइंडसेट था?
So, after like when I gave the OA, after 3 days, उसके बाद result आया था,
ओके,
and in the evening I received the result, and the next day were the interviews.
ग्रेट।
So I had very little time for preparing for the interview. So since I was already giving OS for a lot different companies, and I was already preparing for the interviews, so DSA तो मेरा हो रखा था. But the main part came on कि you need to revise the core concepts, that are OOPS, operating system,
सिस्टम
and database, that you
हाँ,
yeah, that
ग्रेट।
that you quite often forget. So it was like I started kind of made like notes of each and every concept, short pointers, so I could uh, go through them in just 2 hours or 3 hours. So I did prepare them beforehanded, and I gone through them, and it helped me a lot next day in the interview.
ऑलराइट, सो मतलब ये वाली चीज़ें आपने सीखी मतलब कहाँ से थी? ऑनलाइन चैनल से सीखी थी या फिर वैसे पढ़ी थी नॉर्मली जो कोर कॉन्सेप्ट्स होते हैं?
इट वाज़ लाइक हमारे कोर करिकुलम में भी ये कंसेप्ट्स
हुँ,
पढ़ाए जाते थे। तो आई डिड हैड द नॉलेज, बट इट्स लाइक कि बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम गैप हो गया था। सो आई यूज्ड सम ऑफ द चैनल्स लाइक ऑफ लव बब्बर and some one shots that helped me a lot for preparing these short pointers, which helped me next in the interview.
ऑलराइट। सो इन द एंटायर प्रोसेस इज़ देयर एनी चैलेंजिंग सिचुएशन यू फेस्ड?
Yeah, it was kind of managing the stress in the interviews and in the OA. Like, you kind of get very stressed while giving the interview. You'll think like unexpected questions would come during the interview. How would you be able to answer those questions? So I would say you should just think aloud about those questions in the mind, and you should follow the concept of STAR that I followed. That was what is the situation, what tasks I am told to do, and what actions would I take, and what results would I get after doing those actions. So this strategy helped me a lot in answering those kind of questions, and it helped me to reduce my nervousness to a lot of extent.
ऑलराइट। सो एज़ यू हैव ऑलरेडी सेड दैट यू हैव गिवन अ लॉट ऑफ ओएस, लॉट ऑफ इंटरव्यूज़। सो अगर मैं इंटरव्यू से रिलेटेड ये चीज़ पूछूँगा कि उसके अंदर कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स या अपनी पर्सनैलिटी का क्या इंपॉर्टेंस रहती है, तो आप उसको कैसे डिफाइन करेंगे?
So, communication plays a major role. So, for the American Express, my interview was online. So, I could show my communication mostly through how I interact online. So, I would say communication is the key role. If you cannot communicate your idea clearly to the interviewer, uh, and there is another candidate who is good at communicating his or her ideas, so there are high chances that that candidate would be selected, even though you have more knowledge. So it is important how you communicate your ideas, how you communicate your approach, how you take that approach in solving that problem that has been given to you by the interviewer.
All right. In my opinion, also, guys, communication skills are very important. Many students are there who know DSA very मतलब fluently. उनको काफ़ी अच्छी तरीके से आता होता है, but they are not able to express themselves properly. So they get rejected. हमारे प्रीवियस पॉडकास्ट में भी सबने यही चीज़ कही है कि कम्युनिकेशन काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है। भले आपको चीज़ आती है, लेकिन सामने वाले को समझानी भी आनी चाहिए। तो इसलिए मेक श्योर कि आप उस चीज़ पर प्रॉपरली ध्यान दें, क्योंकि उस चीज़ की वजह से काफ़ी स्टूडेंट लैग करते हैं, वो सिर्फ डीएसए ही प्रैक्टिस करते रह जाते हैं फिर। डीएसए के अलावा कोर कॉन्सेप्ट्स होते हैं, देन आपकी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स होती है, ये सारी चीज़ें काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट रहती है। ओके, सो लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। व्हाट आर सम ऑफ द रिज्यूमे मिस्टेक्स you see that students generally do while applying for different companies?
So, like the resume mistake that I've already told, like people generally write वो सारे text tracks जिनके बारे में उनको बिल्कुल भी आइडिया नहीं होता,
Exactly.
just to make a good impression. So that is a very false thing, because everything that is written in resume, the interview can ask everything that is written on your resume. So if you don't know उसके बारे में deep knowledge, so you won't be able to answer those questions, and eventually you will not get selected for the further round. So I would say कि तुम अपने रिज्यूमे में वही चीज़ें लिखो जिसके बारे में यू आर वेरी श्योर ऑफ। एंड द सेकंड थिंग इज़ दैट द प्रोजेक्ट्स जो तुमने लिस्ट किए हैं, यू डोंट नीड बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स अपने रिज्यूमे में। जस्ट राइट 1 और 2 प्रोजेक्ट्स जो बहुत मेजर इम्पैक्टिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स हों और तुम्हें उनके बारे में डीप नॉलेज हो प्रोजेक्ट्स के बारे में। सो यू कैन आंसर एनी क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू दैट प्रोजेक्ट। So these are the key details I would like to tell to everyone that should not be done while adding details into your resume.
All right. In my opinion, these mistakes are मतलब most of the students ये वाली mistakes करते ही करते हैं। Project should be 1 or 2 major projects and the topmost and the top project should be that project जिसके बारे में आपको बहुत अच्छी तरीके से पता हो, क्योंकि मेजर चांसेस रहते हैं कि जो इंटरव्यूअर है वो टॉप प्रोजेक्ट से स्टार्ट करेगा एंड देन वो उसमें ही डीप डाइव करते रहेगा। So you should know each and everything, each and every line, why you use this tech stack, why you choose this problem, everything you should know about that. ऑलराइट। सो अगर अब आप देखते हैं कि मतलब इफ़ यू लुक बैक, तो आपको ऐसी क्या चीज़ लगती है जो आपको रिक्रूटमेंट प्रोसेस में थोड़ी अगर आप डिफरेंटली करते तो कुछ और बेटर हो सकता था?
So when I look back, so if I see, I started my DSA preparation in my third year. So agar I had much more grasp of what actually the recruitment process would be after, like before 2 years, so I would have started my DSA preparation 2 years before, and it would have given me a good grasp, because doing everyday lead code is must, I would say, because
Exactly.
you get exposed to a large variety of problems, and you kind of develop the way of thinking to the approach for the approach for the problem. So I would say कि start early, and I would say stay consistent. It's not like you do the DS, you do 10 questions in a day, and then you leave it for 2 months, and then you again do 10 questions. This won't help you in any ways. So I would say stay consistent, and focus on your core concepts like OOPS, DSA, and OOPS, DVMS, and operating systems, and have a good hands-on on the projects. Whether it is whether you are working in any kind of internship, or whether it is an open source contribution. So these are the things, if I would have worked, if I had known prior, like what recruitment process would gonna be.
ऑलराइट। सो फ्रॉम वेयर यू हैव लर्न्ड योर डीएसए?
So, like DSA, I took a course of LabBubber, and like we had kind of 3 sessions every week, and kind of learned. He didn't told how to solve the question. He told how to think about the approach, and that was the very best part of that course. And we were having we had three sessions every week of 2 hours each. Then we had a full sheet of DSA questions that we need to solve, and that helped me get a good consistency. And the major happiness you achieve is like when you solve that question in an optimized approach by your own. That feeling is really wow.
एग्जैक्टली। सो गाइस, अभी तक हमने वन बाय वन करके सारी चीज़ों के बारे में डिस्कस करें। बीट एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया, राउंड्स, किस टाइप के इंटरव्यू होते हैं, क्या प्रेप स्ट्रेटजी होती है। एंड जो अभी रिसेंटली सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है वो आपको डेफिनेटली ध्यान रखना है कि हमें कंसिस्टेंट रहना है जब भी हम डीएसए को सॉल्व करते हैं। क्योंकि ये नहीं है, मैटर नहीं करता कि आप 10-10 क्वेश्चन कर रहे हो लेकिन बीच में बहुत लंबा गैप ले रहे हो। अगर आप 3 to 4 क्वेश्चंस भी रेगुलरली सॉल्व करोगे, तो जब भी आपके काफ़ी अच्छे आप अप्रोच से आप सॉल्व कर पाओगे कि किस तरीके से सोचकर ऑप्टिमाइज अप्रोच तक पहुंचना है, क्योंकि वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रहता है। और सो संयम, हाउ वाज योर फर्स्ट डे एट अमेरिकन एक्सप्रेस? कैसा एक्सपीरियंस था?
So the my first day at American Express was quite exciting. Earlier, I was very nervous, like how the corporate culture would be and how would the people it would be. But the onboarding process was very smooth. The people was very interactive, and like they were very welcoming. So I was very comfortable, like after the onboarding process.
ऑलराइट, तो बेनिफिट्स और पर्क्स वगैरह क्या होते हैं अमेरिकन एक्सप्रेस में काम करने के?
So, like the benefits, I would say like we have a hybrid shift that is 3 days you work from office and 2 days you work from home. And like if you join as a full-time colleague at American Express, you have 1 week to work from anywhere. And then you have kind of good amount of leaves in the American Express. You have good food, obviously in American Express. And then I would say good healthcare facilities. Yeah, and even the Amex card that everyone brags about. So these are the perks.
भाई फिर तो चिल हो गई भाई लाइफ एकदम। बहुत पर्क बेनिफिट लग रहा है। बढ़िया हो गया।
Yeah.
सो एट लास्ट यार, आप क्या एडवाइस देना चाहोगे स्टूडेंट्स को जो कि इंटरव्यू वगैरह में ट्राई कर रहे हैं, जिनको भी जॉब्स एंड इंटर्नशिप अपॉर्चुनिटीज चाहिए लेकिन वो क्रैक नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, तो उनको आप क्या टिप्स देना चाहोगे, स्पेशली फॉर अमेरिकन एक्सप्रेस के स्पेसिफिक कुछ देना चाहो तो?
Okay. So I'll not say specific because सबका जो recruitment process है and interview process है सबका same होता है. It's
सेम,
more over the same. So I would say like अगर if you want to land up and if you have a good amount of time, so I would say कि start early. Don't wait कि जब companies आना शुरू होंगी या फिर जब placement sem होगा उसके just पिछले वाले sem भी you'll start learning, because magic cannot happen overnight. You need to start
start.
early, and then you need to stay consistent. It's like people शुरू कर देते हैं करना, बट फिर वो थोड़े टाइम के बाद उसको छोड़ देते हैं थिंकिंग अबाउट कि वी हैव अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. Like the procrastination, don't bring procrastination in. You need to be consistent about that. Then after that, I'll say ki practice more amount of questions, like large variety of questions. Don't stick like if you are doing arrays, so make it a target. You are doing arrays for 2 to 3 weeks. Then switch to another topic, because this would give a large amount of idea about what kind of questions are asked in a particular topic. So you'll be able to cover all the topics in a good amount of time. Then I'll say have a good grasp on the core concepts. OOPS, DBMS, database, they are really important. Even if you know good amount of DSA, it won't land you into a interview. You need to have a good grasp on this, because these are asked in every interviews. And then good communication skills are must. So start practicing mock interviews with your friends. You can start asking them questions like, am I nervous while I'm answering the question, or how could I better give the answer to this questions. So you'll get to know like your weak areas while giving the interviews, and you can work on those areas, and this would help you a lot to crack a good internship or a good go into a good company.
ऑल राइट। तो गाइज मेजरली हमने इस सेशन के अंदर सारी चीज़ों को वन बाय वन डिस्कस कर लिया है। मेरी साइड से एडवाइस ये रहेगी कि स्टार्ट अर्ली एज पॉसिबल, क्योंकि एट द एंड जिनको भी टेक साइड जाना है उनको पता है कि क्या मैप होता है, डीएसए इज रिक्वायर्ड एवरीवेयर। सो स्टार्ट अर्ली। एंड देन उसके बाद दूसरी चीज़ ये रहेगी, डोंट कंपेयर योर सेल्फ विद एवरीवन। हर किसी के साथ कंपेयर मत करो, उससे ना बहुत प्रॉब्लम फेस होती है। हमें लगता है कि यार सबकी इंटर्न लग रही है या सबकी जॉब वगैरह लग रही है, उसके चक्कर में अपनी खुद की जो प्रिपरेशन स्ट्रैटेजी होती है वो वीक हो जाती है। तो मेरी साइड से यही एडवाइस रहेगी। सो दैट्स इट गाइस, थैंक यू सो मच संयम फॉर जॉइनिंग मी इन दिस सेशन। यार बहुत अच्छा लगा बात कर।
Thank you so much, Gaurav, for inviting me to your podcast. I am really glad to be part of this podcast.
तो दैट्स इट गाइस, आज के सेशन के लिए यही था। आज हमने सारी चीज़ें अमेरिकन एक्सप्रेस से रिलेटेड डिस्कस कर लिए। इसके अलावा भी अगर आपको कोई डाउट रहता है, आप डेफिनेटली मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बता सकते हैं। एंड मैं संयम का लिंक्डइन हैंडल भी डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल दूंगा, आप डायरेक्ट उनके साथ कनेक्ट करके भी कोई डाउट रहता है आप उनसे भी पूछ सकते हैं। तो फिर मिलते हैं किसी नए टेक रिलेटेड कॉन्टेंट के साथ, पॉडकास्ट के साथ या व्लॉग के साथ। दैट्स इट, बाय गाइस।
Bye, everyone.